reporting on, and they essentially have to put their opinions aside. Do you think that that's going to continue? Do you think that people will write more opinionated journalism? Where do you think that'll go?
I mean, for me at least, when you see the trend of where people are getting news and information, whether it's Mashable or BuzzFeed or Vice or Riot, I don't think those rules are set in stone as much as they were perhaps for, when you watch CNN or Fox News. But, when you watch the commercials that they play during CNN and Fox, it's all for adult diapers and canes and stuff. I mean, this is a generational thing that's happening. And vitamins. So I think that there is this sea change that's happening, and it's exciting for us at least. You're able to do that.
And do you think there's going to be a pushback though from the journalism world in terms of what you're doing? Is it going to be seen as kind of illegitimate news, or?
But the old guard will always object. But we're young, we're disruptive, and we're gonna move on. And I think the whole system is going to change eventually.
Well, we hope they'll embrace us because we want to be liked by everybody.
Yeah, we'd like to.
We're young and disruptive.
You're doing controversial things like helping people around the world.
Exactly. Sorry.
Yeah. So Ian, so you're a big part of getting people to hear about Riot. What kind of social media sites are you using these days? What's big? What's getting the biggest response?
Honestly, Twitter. Twitter is the one that I use the most, and I'll say, using this platform has been just an incredible experience. But the thing is that if I find an article, and again, it goes back to objectivity and subjectivity, but if I find an article, something that resonates with me, something I think is important, something I think is socially needs to happen, because let's make no mistake about it, we are facing some serious climate issues, social issues. If I want to spread this word, I can send a link to a news site, and I can send this to fans, and these guys and girls are activated, they want to read about it, but it's a dead-end street. Now there's a call to action, and I think the response has been phenomenal, and it makes me feel so much better to know that I can relay this information and that something comes of it. No longer is it just you reading an article and that's it, you put it to bed. And this is just, you see, there is a sea change happening. Now all of a sudden these embedded, now they're retweeting this, they're talking to their parents about it, it's in schools. So Twitter, social media changed the world, and we are all here witnessing it, and we're all part of it, and it's a really phenomenal thing.
Do you think there's a responsibility, in a sense, for people who are very visible in the public eye and have these big followings to start using them for more?
Subjectivity and objectivity, yeah. I think any of us would probably argue to say yes to that answer. I think if you do have a substantial amount, if you do have a voice, or let me rephrase it, if you have a microphone that is plugged into an amplifier, I think it's wrong of you not to sing. You know what I mean?
It's good.
Well, I mean,
You just come up
Just stop it there.
should I do a mic drop? But so I do, and I really hope, and I encourage anyone who has, this all has to be in a collaborative spirit, and I truly encourage anyone who, whether you have 5 followers or 5 million followers, to use that platform and to use that microphone and to use that amplifier to amplify the voices around you who have super great ideas, typically much better ideas than you have, and to spread that information, because again, we need to be able to use it for progress, but again, show the quantifiable change. That's the idea, using social media to create quantifiable change globally.
And David and Bryn, we do have a participatory crowd. Is there anything they can do on Riot right now? What kind of things have you got running? How can you get engaged?
Sure, we ask everybody, of course, to follow at Riot News. That's the most important. And one of the things that we might add too is that we feature a nonprofit every week. So part of our advertising revenue that we have goes on to this cause of the week. In this case, it's Mercy Corps. So really, just by getting your news from Riot, you're making an impact in the world. So there's a bit of this one-for-one model.
Yeah, literally. Actually, can I just say something about that
Sure.
real quickly? I get this a lot, particularly from young people who say, hey, listen, I'm young, or I don't have any money, or I'm 40 and I lost my job. I can't afford to do anything, and it makes people feel awful. The incredible thing about this platform, I'm just sounding like Harry, the Tupperware salesman right now. I apologize. I'm just so in love with this thing. But the idea is that what Bryn just said, even if you cannot, in a monetary sense, donate money, just by simply trafficking, that builds ad dollars, which allows Riot to do exactly what it needs to do. So just literally, what a cool concept. Just by literally going on the site, you're making a change. So anyway,
But no, we
keep
do have
going.
that. I mean, so following Riot News, spreading the word, saying, get your news from Riot. You can, if you're watching what happened in Nairobi, you can give money directly right now to the relief effort there and to helping those people. We have this CrowdRise campaign that ends on Thursday. And then, David, do you want to walk through what we're looking at?
Yeah, I mean, I would challenge people to compare us to other news sites because we really want to demonstrate that we are breaking news, just like you would find in Huffington Post, New York Times. We are competing with you guys. And so this is a typical story page.
When you say that.
A typical story page, you read the article and at the end we curate with a Riot note. We explain, we link the content of the article through to the action to provide that link for you. And so every single story, it's not just, and we're trying not to be earnest, this isn't just good stories, good news from around the world, it's every single breaking news story. And then funny stuff too, we want cat videos that we can link through to Best Friend Animal Society, rescue cats.
We had a 10-minute conversation
That's
about
right.
cats before we came on.
52 million mentions at South by Southwest Interactive.
Yeah.
This cat.
So you're using cats to get people engaged in charity work.
Yeah. We were going to bring Grumpy Cat out here with a Riot shirt, just hoping that it would work. But
Yeah, we couldn't get Grumpy. Ian we could get. Grumpy's a bit high level for us.
I can take it. I can take it. I'm an actor. I have thick skin.
Yeah, we're using cats because, again, it's about what people are interested in today. If it's a viral video, if it's viral and everyone's talking about it, we want that on the site because we'll relay that back to an action that you can take. Yeah. And we love the theme of this the Social Good Summit this year. 2030 now, we really feel that Riot's kind of pioneering this new model that we hope that all news turns to, where it's not okay to write about Syria and not provide an action.
That's a bold statement, by the way. Again, it's the same question you just asked. Do I feel that it's, that people who have that voice or have that microphone have a responsibility to act on it? I truly believe, as a journalist, you have a responsibility to provide an action for your reader. You know what I mean? And I think that's the new paradigm.
Is it okay to use something very accessible as the hook, right? Because it sounds like the storyline is, you take something that's shiny, cats. I saw you had a story like a Miley Cyrus story up, but then you try and get them into something that's more meaningful. Is that the new model, is to take something that's very shiny and accessible?
I mean, I think
I would love to see you try and link those things.
I will.
I think for us what we want is to be, a place where young people, where millennials can get their news and see everything that's going on in the world. It's really important for us to link to actions when there is a great action and when there are things that people can do. But, we have fun with what the actions are if it's a Miley Cyrus or a cat video story, but it's still, we're linking to a local...
Millennials don't want to just read news anymore. They want to know what they can do about it.
And they want to share, and they want, interesting stories and what to talk about as well.
And cat videos.
It's fascinating. Well, I got to make this engaging too. So let's 2030 now this. Because everyone in the audience, I'm not going to see you because you're dark. But can you wave? Can I get a wave? I'm going to get your exposure here. All right, hang on.
Yeah.
I'm on. All right.
Go for it.
3. Oh, I can see you all. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Well, Pete, should
all
we
right.
tweet right? Should we
and then
tweet
let's
right
flip
now
it. This is us
Well,
watching you.
they took
Hang
my
on.
phone. They were...
All right. First on-stage selfie, I think. All right. Go.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. 2030 now. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for this platform. And thank you guys for... I love you, man.